But then, Mr Deputy Speaker, is the unfortunate reality of the 30-plus continuity agreements signed by the government these last 2 years. No ambition, no improvements, no action on the environment, no progress on workers' rights, no consideration of human rights, no time for parliamentary scrutiny, and not a single benefit in terms of trade that we didn't already have. So I am grateful, Mr Deputy Speaker, to hear all the talk from the Secretary of State regarding the new trade deals which she aims to sign this year and next. And I am sure that this is the first of many debates that we will have on those prospective deals. Of course, I will give way to the Honourable Lady.
I'm grateful to the Right Honourable Lady for giving way. Yet again, she's raising this issue of continuity agreements. Can I just gently say to her, and it echoes the comments that have been made by my Right Honourable friend, that many countries were not willing to go beyond the continuity agreement until we had actually left the European Union. What was important for business was that word continuity, signing those agreements so that at the point at which we left, they could carry on trading on the basis on which they had. Excellent work was done, not just in the last year, but in a year or two beforehand by the previous Secretary of State for International Trade as well.
I mean, I understand entirely what the Honourable Lady is saying. I mean, it is interesting, isn't it, that half of the agreements that were done in 6 months by the previous Secretary of State for International Trade, and the other half have been done over the extended period of time that the current Secretary of State has. And indeed, many of these agreements are, as the Honourable Lady has said, done on the basis that the European Union deal is likely to be quite different to the one that we actually have now. And so, this is one of the reasons why we have this confusion, and yet we end up with cut-and-paste agreements coming down to the absolute wire at the end of last year without us being able to do any scrutiny. And as the honourable gentleman has said, there are many issues that members would want to raise and would want to have considered before we make any trade agreements, but at the moment, as things currently stand, there is really very little time indeed for us to be able to debate these matters. Now, in the limited amount of time that I have left, I'm not taking any more interventions. Let me just get to the end of this, because we already only have 3 minutes for each backbencher to be able to make a speech in any event.